Let's sort this camera out. Who is around? Who wants to ask some questions about addiction or self-improvement or making YouTube videos? This is very spare at the moment. So let's see who just arrives. Let's see if we can get some form of dialogue going. I made a live this morning just playing basketball, just another fitness and like active recovery sort of activity which people tend to like doing, but obviously I'm playing basketball, I don't have time to talk in between those, so it'd be interesting to see if anyone sees this for one and wants to join in and open up some communication. Let's see what happens. Who's around? I'm not used to doing this like live stuff. I only started doing it, I swear, like I think 2 weeks ago. Never done live before. But some of it's gone pretty well, especially like the live fitness stuff. For some reason, people like to watch that stuff, which is fine, you know. Be interesting to see if anyone wants to talk about addiction. I've noticed actually the YouTube videos that I've made around addiction, they don't tend to do as well. I don't know if that's because the algorithm pushes them less. That certainly seems to be the case from what I've seen on the reach, because you can see in the YouTube studio what you know, how many people it shows it to. And I've noticed that the videos where I talk about addiction, it tends to push them like a lot less. It pushes them to, you know, not even 10% of the same amount of people. So it's kind of, it's something that I like to talk about because I've got a lot of experience in, and getting sober is one of the biggest parts of my life. Like, it's had the probably the biggest impact on my life. Maximum Burn, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, getting sober has been one of the, you know, the bigger catalysts for change in my life and things that have changed in my life. But yeah, the self-improvement like videos tend to do a lot better. Where are you, Maximum Burn? Where are you in the world? Maximum Burn. I love that name. That's sick. Oh, you're in the UK. What's going on? Whereabouts? Whereabouts in the UK are you from? I'm down in Brighton. Ask away. What's your question? That's what I'm here for. Everyone else that's here, put in the chat where you're from. Say hello. What will you do to be popular? And nothing. I'm not going to do anything to be popular. I've never been popular in my whole life. AI, are we living in a Blade Runner age? London. I don't know, you're going to have to add some context to that question, because I'm not really sure about that. I'm here to talk about addiction or self-improvement or making YouTube content. If anyone's got any questions around that, that would be good. Maximum Burn, you're a joker. Made me laugh. This is not to be popular, have to specify. This is literally to help people, to be a service in some way, shape or form. Everyone else in the chat, let me know where you're from, where in the world you're from. What will you do to be popular, Maximum Burn? Why did you choose that name? I'm interested. Smithy, 15. Hi. Where are you from, Smithy? My mum's maiden name is Smith. My relatives that live in London have got the Smith surname. England. Whereabouts in England, Smithy? How old is everyone as well? You don't know. Lock VR 1432. Hey, how's it going? Has anyone got any questions about addiction? Does anyone have any problems with addiction of any sort? Any serious questions? Or want to know about self-improvement? Yaboi Jim. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Where am I from? I'm living in Brighton. I was born in Farnborough Hospital, lived in Orpington for the first few years of my life. My dad's from Highbury, my mum's from Orpington, Kent, and then I've lived in Brighton pretty much ever since. I'm 42. 42 years young. I chose that name because there used to be a Roblox YouTuber, Kofi, that was exposed for being kilo-gish, whatever that means. That's good, yeah, definitely. Continue the legacy without involving love to minors. It's interesting. Has anyone seen the DJ Academics shit that's been going on online? Where he's like tried to, yeah, of course you can sub. Why are you asking? Just go and sub. Has anyone got any questions about addiction or about self-improvement or about making YouTube videos? I haven't got that long left. I've probably got about 20 minutes before I need to go, so let's try and make this productive. What was I addicted to? I've been addicted, like fully addicted to weed, alcohol, cocaine was the worst one for me. But drugs that I've tried acid, like speed, base. I've tried heroin, ketamine, you know, ecstasy pills, MDMA. I have an addiction for Ryan Reynolds. I fucking hate Ryan Reynolds. He plays the same character in every film. Why would you do that? Well, basically, that's a good question. Why does anyone get addicted to anything? What I found for me, in my experience, was some shit happened in my life that I couldn't really handle. You know, for a lot of people, I feel like trauma is a big catalyst for addiction. But generally, it's people get addicted to things when they can't sit with themselves and their own feelings. And it doesn't matter if that's a serious addiction or whether it's fucking vaping or whether it's porn or whatever it is. That's, you know, trauma and being able to sit with yourself and your feelings. I've always wondered how that stuff happens. Do you find people selling them on the street or do they approach you? Normally, you know, my parents were addicts. So there was stuff around me when I was growing up and people that I knew, you know, the sort of circles that I moved in, it was just around. So, you know, it was there for me to try. When I sort of came of age, I kind of ran to it. And, you know, there was stuff for me to try, some stuff you like, and then you'll do again, you know. But yeah, people generally don't just approach you randomly. Got to go. See you later, Smithy. Take care. Mate, Maximum, sorry, but fuck Ryan Reynolds, okay? See you later, Smithy. Bye, bye, bye. Yeah. Why do you love Ryan Reynolds so much, Maximum Burn? can I just say as well that what's his face? Okay, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm guessing you're not a straight male then, Maximum Burn. You know, I'm from Brighton. Be whoever you want. Has anyone got any serious questions about addiction or self-improvement or making YouTube content? Do you think most drug dealers are just decent people trying to survive, or people liking gangs? I think that is... I've known drug dealers that are decent people, you know, but it depends where you are. I think in the country, like, you know, there's people in certain parts of the country, in more deprived places, where they feel that it's the only option for them to get money or escape their surroundings, you know. But for a lot of people, especially if you're white and if you're from a city like I am from London, from Brighton, it's probably not a necessity for you, though it can feel like that at times. You know, you can still feel trapped no matter, you know, where you are and what walk of life you're from. But I've known drug dealers that are decent people, and I've known drug dealers that are doing it, you know, as a means of income and a way of surviving. So that's a good question. What's your experience, HU7861? Maximum Burn is basically here to talk about Ryan Reynolds. That's cool. He's a Ryan Reynolds addict. Anyone that's just joined, put a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're from. What's happening in your life? What are you struggling with? Are you struggling with addiction? Are you into self-improvement? Are you interested in making YouTube content? I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a Thanos in Squid Game. I thought Thanos was from Avengers. It's interesting. This conversation is definitely not going where I was expecting it to go. How old are you guys? Are you on self-improvement at all? Are you into like fitness or like looking after yourself and your diet? Maximum Burn. You used to play, what was it, Roblox, you said? I bet you watch anime, 100%. Has anyone got any questions about addiction or self-improvement or making YouTube content? Anyone that's new, just joined, put a comment in the chat, say hello. Let me know where you're from in the world, what you're doing. Just want to know how to kidnap Ryan Reynolds' wife, so it is all mine. Okay, Maximum Burn, hit me. What's your question? I guarantee it's not going to be relating to the topic. Far away though, I'm here for it. That's a good question, HU7861. How do dealers know that the police they sell to aren't like undercover police and stuff? I'm guessing that they don't, you know, they don't really know who they sell to. A lot of people have a client base already, and they've always normally been put on from somebody else. If somebody, you know, you can't just randomly give somebody's number a lot of the time and just call someone for drugs. But you know, if you're selling to strangers on the street, that's when you're exposing yourself to the chance of getting caught too easily by police. Do any of you suffer from any addictions right now, apart from Ryan Reynolds? What about like vaping, gaming is one that's kind of overlooked, like especially in young people these days. Any addictions to alcohol? You like anything like that? Is anyone on self-improvement? Shouts out to HU7861 for asking the cool questions, asking good questions. Maximum Burn, you said you had a question to ask. What was it? Let's go. Talk to me, people. Anyone new in the chat that's not said hello, say hello. Let me know where you're from, what's going on in your life. Anybody want to ask a question about addiction, self-improvement, or making YouTube videos? What do you guys all do for a living? Tell me what you do for a living. Okay, Maximum Burn, what was the question? Well, that was your question. What, you need to ask a question? Or nicely, I don't know. That was your question. Okay. What made me quit my addictions? Just having enough, basically. I was a drug addict for 24 years. In that time, I'd been like, not like street homeless, but like I safer surfed for years. I'd slept in fucking like squats and abandoned buildings. Like, I was not happy, you know, I was not a good person to be around. I was unhappy. And I just wanted to change, you know. Yeah, I wasn't happy in my own skin. I didn't like the way my life was going. I just, you know, was generally pissed off. I didn't really want to live, but I didn't want to die. It was just a fucking shitty existence, you know. Also, my family were addicts. My brother was in and out of jail. He was an addict. You know, my parents were addicts. All of my friends were addicts, and I just didn't want to. I didn't want to be that way anymore. And I thought, do you know what? I have to fucking change, or else that's going to be me as well. Good boy for quitting. Cheers, Maximum Burn. So yeah, I've been sober for 3 years now. Now I like, in my spare time, I coach a boxing class every Monday, and I help other addicts get clean. Any other questions? Anyone new in the chat, say hello. Let me know where you're from. Has anyone got any addictions, or anyone on self-improvement, wanting to improve themselves, or anyone interested in making YouTube content? Ask questions. Let's go. Okay. What is it? What is it, Maximum Burn? Ryan Reynolds is your main addiction though, right? That's the one you suffer with the most. Every time you can gamble for free, you always do it. Good. You fucking should. 100%. But if you can't stop, even if it's for free, if you cannot stop, that's a problem. And eventually, if that was a real thing, eventually you would gamble for money, and you would probably lose everything if that was a real problem, if that was a real addiction. That's funny though. But it's free money, mate. There's no such thing as free money unless it's like monopoly money. What do you gamble on for free? Three people in the chat in total. That is quite the crowd. I guess it is kind of free then, right? You got a good friend who wants to lend you money so you can gamble. Any other questions about addiction or self-improvement or making YouTube videos? Actually, what do you gamble on then, Maximum Burn? Whether Ryan Reynolds is going to make a good film or not, because that's probably why you're losing money. Anybody got any good questions about addiction or self-improvement or making YouTube videos? This is what I'm here to talk about. Who's still here? Say hello in the chat. What's going on? Anyone new in the chat, say hello. Let me know where you're from in the world, what's going on in your life, what you're doing. I don't know how many good films Ryan Reynolds made. He plays the same character in every one though, you have to know that, right? Nice, good for you. You'd win more money betting on Wrexham. Any questions about self-improvement, addiction, or making YouTube? How old is everyone that's watching, by the way? How old are you? Green Lantern was the shittest. Deadpool's hard to watch. I saw the first one at the cinema, it's hard to watch. You are definitely a Ryan Reynolds addict. You are, I can see that. Have you thought about getting help for your Ryan Reynolds addiction? Any questions about addiction, self-improvement, or making YouTube videos? I haven't got long left. If anyone's got any burning questions you want to know, now will be the time. Anyone new in the chat, say hello. Let me know where you're from in the world, what you're doing in life. Is your religion. Right, guys, do you know what? I'm going to cut this one off. HU7861, thanks for commenting and taking part and asking some good questions. Thank you very much. Guys, remember, it is your God-given right to be successful, and it is your responsibility to reach your potential. Take it easy. I'll see you soon.